we are. Apologies for being a little late. Came right off of the Curse of Strahd game, so we are here now with game 53. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Scary thing is that we've set the last few dates for our last few games. We won't hit the 3-year mark, but we'll get close. Hard to believe. It has been a lot of fun. So, but we're not there yet. We've got some shit to do. Real quick, I just want to say again, thank you to our friends over at Mage Hand Press for being incredible. Holy shit balls. For giving us 10 PDF copies to give away during next month's charity streams on March 27th and 28th. They're giving us 10 PDF copies of the Dark Matter setting that Ulrin, in his DM form, will be running a one-shot for us. That will be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about that. So thank you again to everyone over there. Y'all are freaking the best. Holy crap on a stick. And for everyone else who's already signed up to donate stuff, that donation sheet filled up overnight. It was like, hot damn! Yeah, there's a lot of dice and dice bags and passes to Drawlicon. Thank you, Joe, who runs Drawlicon in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Just like all kinds of crazy stuff. So we're really looking forward to that. And a lot of us are either playing or running games or doing both. So it'll be really, really good. This is game 53, so we're gonna pick right up where we left off. Last game was there was a lot of emotions happening last game. Hazel was greeted by her family at the stronghold. Elijah's mother has partially restored some of her memory, we think. Hasn't been fully tested yet, but it's promising for sure. With the help of a human doctor and a half-elven woman who absolutely takes no shits whatsoever. It's really good. I love her. And you met back up with Tyrax. You found, well, he gave you the book that he was able to retrieve pretty bloodlessly, actually, from the mountain giants who were holding on to it. And at the very end of the session, who did the scry? I can't remember. Was that Elysia or was that Neuraxis? Doesn't matter.
Remember.
It's okay. Doesn't matter. One of you scried and were actually able to get through to the Rebel Queen on her ship, the mysterious woman in the green cloak, as she and an entire fleet of undead descend on Emon. So that information has just been given to you. It is night in the stronghold. You are all preparing to bed down for the evening, and now you have found this out. Not all at once.
So is this night, are we sleeping like the night before? Is this what we're going to?
The scry happened and you were all getting ready to go to bed when you've discovered this information.
Gotcha.
Does anyone have an estimate of how much time we have? I direct that to the person whoever has scribed.
Not really. We saw the ship and her and the undead. That doesn't really give us a radar blip.
I gave you a little extra narrative, which was that which normally Scry wouldn't pick this up, but I'm giving it to you, which is that through the spyglass that one of her scouts is using, you can see off in the distance the docks of Emon.
Yeah. So we need to go, and we need to go now.
Sure. Wait, did we had a long rest yet? Oh, we did not have. Oh, but maybe we're almost full.
We haven't had a long rest yet. This is right before we're going to bed.
Yeah.
Can we have a long rest first? Because if we have a long rest, I can teleport us to Emon.
They're literally reflected in the spyglass.
Do we have a fast way of getting to Emon without Elijah's teleport anyway?
Is there a charge left in the stone?
Is there a charge left in the stone?
We
don't
ask
know.
into the void.
I guess, I mean, I could take out the stone and just kind of hold it out, because I think I was the last one to hold on to it. Right?
Yes.
Did I teleport us
Yep.
here? Yeah. So I'll
Oh,
just
wait,
hold
no.
it out and kind of. I'm not quite sure how we'd be able to tell that. It seems as though it's not changed much. I don't know,
You
Elijah,
do
if you want
not
to look
see
at
any
it.
differences in it.
I mean, we could just
I
try
passed
and
it
see
to
if it
Alicia.
works.
I'm sorry, I can't do the voice for Marble, but she does have transport via plants.
Ooh,
So we find a tree.
does she?
Find a tree.
Oh yeah.
There's a
Actually, I
lot
think
of
we have
trees
a-
here.
Tree.
We have a tree token, I think. A
We do.
token, I think.
You do.
We can literally make a tree.
There are
We can
trees.
just make a tree and
There are
travel.
trees.
No, we're making a tree. Those
Make
trees
the
aren't
tree,
good enough.
and actually her new staff can make a tree too.
Oh god, so many trees.
So, because it's the ancient staff of the tree of the father tree. Blah. So yeah, she can actually grow the staff in up to 20 feet tall and 5 feet wide.
Would that involve leaving the staff behind?
Yeah, technically.
You can just break off a branch and take it with you.
Oh god.
This is a meta question. Didn't we have a large fight recently? And we haven't. If we don't sleep, we won't get back our things.
Correct. You haven't slept yet.
Please
Wait,
let us
what?
sleep. We
Heal,
had a
hit
large
die,
fight.
You can.
I mean,
it's up to you.
We could go to Emon
Yeah.
first, find
Yeah,
a position in which we can see the ocean, and then
I can
sleep
message
and just
Laura.
Oh wait, yeah. Shouldn't we do that like
I
Yeah.
think-
I know we're
Message-
used to just going there and fixing everything, but shouldn't we just let someone in Emon know as well?
Also,
Shouldn't we call the cops first?
Just you just
Uh,
have a nice sleep, Emon. We want this.
they also don't like us because we didn't
Oh right.
go
That's
to the
not
meeting.
true of necessarily of
that's-
Amon.
No,
Uh,
no,
Oh,
but
that's bad.
Vasselheim.
Vasselheim doesn't like us,
Emon,
and the
Emon
Mon's
just
one.
might be slightly miffed at us.
I'm thinking Alora. I'm thinking Kima and Banar. Someone that will tell the council, someone who is part of a crew of holy smashy people, and someone with at least some militia.
Yeah. So if
And we
somebody
should probably
wants
rest
to-
there.
Okay, so let me send 3 sending spells. Then we can sleep and teleport the minute it's been 8 hours.
Can we go through the tree before we sleep? We'll sleep there. Can we-
Okay, let's do that.
I mean, it
And then
doesn't
we'll-
matter. We can, and then we could cookie match into that.
Yeah. In case of
Marble,
emergency.
Marble, do you know a tree close to Emon, or in Emon, or outside of Emon?
Can you?
I know lots of trees.
Yeah, she knows lots of trees. That's pretty good, actually. I mean, she's been to Amon several times. It would depend on what area of the city you're wanting to go to.
Close.
Sometimes I
as
name them.
possible.
There's one called Jeff.
This is what happens when you're not here, Sam. There's one called Jeff.
There's
Trying
one
to
called
think of-
Jeff. There's also this one called David. I really like David. David's really nice.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of
That's really
Marbleisms. That's my.
That's pretty good. Oh man,
I bid her on Sam a lot. I can mimic
it's
their
pretty
voice
good.
sometimes.
It's pretty good. Okay, so
That's pretty good.
it's up to you all, but the
Okay.
world doesn't stop moving while you're planning. So
Yeah.
3 sending spells. Alora, Kima, and the last one I don't remember the name of.
Banar.
Yes.
Bernard.
Then you'll also be able to save a spell slot.
Mhm.
Then you'll also don't. You have to use a spell slot.
I would have to use spell slot for
Teleport.
sending, but sending is a 3rd level spell, and my spells reset, so I don't know how many I used last time,
Yeah.
but I'm betting that I have at least
Well-
3, 3rd, 4th,
Well,
5th, or 7th left.
More
So
magic now, and then do the sleep season.
I mean-
yeah,
I
To
get
a
all my
tree.
stuff back on a short rest, so I.
yeah. No, I sent a message.
okay,
Emon is going to be attacked. Gather the forces.
Mhm.
We're on our way
undead. That's got to be
Undead ship
Also from the ocean, yeah.
from
Oh,
ocean.
shit. Yeah, that's important.
Bye.
Okay. Okay.
No.
That's so
Bye.
weird.
All of the armies toward the land side. They build up a perimeter around the land side. They're like, yeah, they will never
Damn.
get through.
All right.
Oh wait.
Oh yeah, whoa. From the ocean they come. It takes a minute, and she very sleepily replies, "Understood. I'll arouse the arms and set off the continent-wide alert."
I said that to all three of them, so Kima's gonna wake up with the
Okay,
exact
yeah.
same message.
Kima's comes back. God damn you! You woke me up, but thank you. I'll take care of it. And then Benar's is just, I'll make sure everyone's armed and armored, and we'll head to the docks.
Cool.
Nice.
Is this like a bunch of undead army ships heading to?
From what you understand.
Okay, from what they told us about the scry. Okay.
You don't have any idea of numbers.
Gotcha. In that case, I'm gonna send a couple of sending spells, essentially saying the same thing to to Torkel to alert
Okay.
Whitestone,
Okay.
and like to send, if possible, send help as soon as they can. Because I'm assuming they probably have flying ships by now, knowing Percy, but that's just meta. But I mean, if it was me, for sure, flying ships. And then I also want to send to the governor of Craghammer, or governess
okay.
of Craghammer. I want to send a message to her and just let her know what's happening, what's going on, so that she's aware. And if possible, I know it's probably not going to make it, but just to be ready to send supplies or to prepare for possible
Okay.
towards Craghammer next. Just
Okay.
kind of alerting them.
Torkels comes back. Got it. I'll let the leaders know here. We probably can't get there, but we'll do our best. Good to hear from you. And then Davina's comes back with, we're scrambling forces right now, and I'll prep builders and anyone else for any rebuild efforts that may be needed.
Nice.
So people are on alert at this point. All right, so you're going to sleep.
No, we're going tree.
Or you're going to the tree.
Definitely.
Okay, I'm just making sure because there was like,
Yeah.
it was all okay.
Yes.
So you're gonna go through a tree to
We're
try
gonna
to get
use
where?
this tree.
That's fine. Go outside the city. There's trees everywhere. Where are you trying to go to?
Which trees in
As close as we
Emon
can
did
get. Yeah.
you know?
So
Um,
Emon, you've all been in Emon.
Yeah.
Neuraxis, will you roll an intelligence check for Marble, please? Do it with advantage.
Oh
Do they? That's a
Oh.
save.
Oh no.
That's a save.
Just a check.
Come on, Jeff.
no! Check, not save.
Oh, even better. Oh my god.
No, we should have stayed with
There's
the same.
so many ones in that. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, she's like, yeah, okay, you know, a tree just somewhere. I bet I can get us
Oh,
maybe
no.
kind of close.
No.
oh god. We're gonna end up like
I mean, yeah,
5 feet away.
we don't know that she rolled so badly. We're just okay, cool, let's do this.
Now the port. I'm looking at the map of Emon. The port of Emon is on the southwestern side of town. She's like, we might wind up, kind of, sort of, maybe there. Or do you want to like land somewhere else and kind of sneak up on the? I don't know.
Do we want to land right in the middle of the city? Ooh. Are they looking for us in Amman?
No, Vesselheim are unhappy with us.
Okay.
Emon only care in like the diplomatic sense, in that Vesselheim would be upset if they
You've
help us.
annoyed people, yeah.
Yeah.
How well do you have to know the tree? Do you like? Because I know that there's a couple trees outside of Karen's workshop, and the new workshop that she's working at.
And she's in the
I know
Central District,
those
which
are.
would put you close.
Yeah,
Um,
it's relatively open area and it's not quite guarded.
Well,
I guess. I mean, it's
how
private
well can
property.
you remember the trees? How
So-
much detail can you describe them?
you must have seen or touched the destination plant at least once before.
Damn it!
I'll say this. Marble would have touched one of the potted plants outside one of the taverns in the Central District.
Are they large enough?
No.
Yeah,
But she thinks that it would be, with that role, she thinks she could do it.
that's true.
Oh no.
Well, here goes. This might be the end of the campaign.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's
You
getting-
die in a plant pot.
We die inside of a tree.
This is where the story ends.
They died how they lived.
It's been
Yeah,
brutal.
if she'd rolled anything else but those ones,
Yeah.
I'd have let it go, but... So,
No, dude,
it's up
that's
to you all.
We don't know that you rolled badly.
We don't
Yeah,
know.
she
about
sounds
that.
super
We'll just-
confident.
Cool. Yeah, that's classic Marble there. Let's just go.
Should it? So I've got another idea. Possibly it'd be easier if we just try to use the teleportation stone again. There may still be magic. We could try it first.
Try
And then
that
if not,
first.
we have backup
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah.
Upper part of me kind of wants to know what happened if she casts
Yeah, we
strength.
just get spaghettied through, like meat grinder through tree bark. The
Burst
tree
to
just starts
death.
bleeding.
Atomic components, and that's it.
What?
So you use the stone that Istus gave you?
Yeah, I handed it to Alicia just
Okay.
earlier.
Hold hands.
So she.
All right.
No, hold the stone.
The doorway opens up. Seems to have worked.
Alrighty,
I have a Julia now.
let's
You going?
Let's do this.
All right.
thumbs up. Let's do this.
You pass through that same lake landscape that she left you, and just on the other side is another doorway. You just have to think of your destination.
Yeah, the harbor of Emon. If we've ever been there.
You've been near it. You know that Emon is a walled city, so you could aim for the gates. It's up to you.
And Gates is probably the easiest strike, 'cause then we just go like, "Hello, it's us. Can we come in?" Although is Gates also risky, because that's where we'll get arrested and handed over.
Yeah, we might get delayed at the gate, I guess. Okay, question. Is our plan to like prepare in Amman for them to arrive, or do we have some kind of plan to meet them at the open sea?
I don't think we're meeting them at sea.
Man, if only that cool turtle lady was here. Didn't she say she had a ship?
One. One ship.
All these. I don't know. I would vote inside of Vermont rather than outside of the gates, because then we have to do the whole like.
Well, I
Hello,
mean,
we're not
every
criminals,
section
fail.
has gates, so there's a wall between. I wish I forgot to put it in Roll20, but there's a wall between the dock district and the central district. Every district has a wall and a set of gates to it.
I have a safe place we can go. We'll try and land in the Dragon.
It's on the north side.
Where they all live. If anyone will keep stum about us being there, it's my people.
You could go there.
We've been there.
And yep, you have.
It's fairly familiar.
Seems like it.
And they won't turn us in, fingers crossed, touch wood.
Is that the plan?
Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So to the Dragonborn stronghold then. You head through the door, and I'll just put you all back on the Tal'Dorei map here. It is night, so but Benar has been alerted, and when that doorway appears, she's just standing on the other side, fully armored, got a longbow on her back, great sword in her hand, and says, "We're ready to go. What are we fighting? What's going on?"
Jesus. They got really quick.
Complicated? Undead.
Uncomplicate it for me.
Is that
Simple.
a broad enough?
Undead's
undead?
good. Skeletons I can hit, not a problem.
So probably also zombies and who knows what else.
Got it. She says, we've got everyone here who can fight. It is loaded for bear, basically. They're ready to go. We just need to know where.
From
They're coming by
from the
ships.
ocean.
So
Yeah, the does. I mean, they're coming in by boat. That seems like the place they're most likely to hit.
Sure. Okay. Right. So I tell you what, and she starts barking orders. She says, "You Central District, you Docks, you go to the Temple District," and she's gonna try to disperse people as much as possible. She said, "We've seen the arms of Emon already running around, so you definitely, whatever you did, certainly alerted people."
is it? Well, do you have any mounted weaponry on the port side to possibly shoot out to ships and destroy them before they actually get into the port?
I've never seen anything like that down there. But that's not a question to ask me. They may have mobile weaponry that they've wheeled that way. I have no idea.
Right. If we've got any priesthood, people of faith, you know what I mean. Gates, choke. They are going to be most effective at choke points.
I got a
Shields at the
couple
front and
clerics
faith-
of Bahamut.
Gates.
Yeah,
yeah.
we've got a few people here. We could do that. And she yells out and sends a runner. Go to the Temple District, find Lady Kima, make sure that she knows what's going on. And the kid takes off. You hear the sounds of people, armor, troop movements. You hear things happening for sure at this point. So are we just waiting? I mean, how close
shouldn't we
are
at
they?
least get to the water side?
Well, the port was reflected in the spyglass about before we hopped here.
That could be anything. That could be 50 miles. It could be 500 miles. Right. Prepare for anything. Got it. I'll set up shifts. Because if it's going to be a long wait, or if this is a trap, or... we'll prepare for everything. As much as we can.
There's likely a spellcaster among them. Thank you, Cat. Green cloak.
Man down!
They're dangerously powerful. I think the raiser of all these things.
One person?
Person is a
Relative term.
You remember the report about Ralashaz?
Right?
The splinter?
Right. Oh. She just, this blank look kind of passes over her face, and she grips her great axe tighter. Cat. We apologize for the interruption, but apparently Chris's cat is just losing its mind.
Those are the sounds of the people getting ready. You know, they're running around, they're putting armor on, they're knocking everything over.
And Kat's getting kicked out. She just looks at all and she goes, well, fuck. Okay. Right. Got it. She's like, we're gonna need about 100 more swords. She's like, just everything we can. I might have a cannonball around here. I don't know. And starts making all these preparations.
A single cannonball.
Just that's the undoing right there. The single cannonball. Okay. All right. So,
Yeah.
are you
Do we
resting
have
here?
anyone else to alert?
Yeah.
Or...
Do what you need to do. Anybody have an opinion on that?
Can we talk to her, or can we just like find
Should
a
we
place and rest?
Should
We
we
don't
do it
even-
here, or should we go to the water side first and like just there pop out the mansion?
The faster we sleep, the quicker we can be ready to fight.
That is true.
That's fair.
True, but we can burn some preparation spells tonight and then sleep and then get them back. Because I still can fabricate, so I can possibly build a couple siege weapons if there's materials nearby.
Ooh.
Damn.
Possibly, I don't know.
Possibly.
I mean,
It may take destroying a building and turning it into a trebuchet, but
I
that's
need
fucking
this-
rad, and I'm gonna do it.
I need this load-bearing wall right now.
Yeah. We're really gonna
I need your
open this
house.
up. It's like a HGTV special.
you just turn Alora's tower into a missile.
Oh, wow. Oh, that'd be cool. Damn.
Launch it.
All right, so need to know what you're doing.
I'm gonna start heading towards the port.
Okay.
So, and just let everybody know, and
We
then if they
go
want to
with-
come with me, they can. If not, I'll just find a place to sleep or catch up.
I think we
Because we
probably
need to start setting up defenses, and the most we could do tonight, the better. So then, whenever they come, we can be ready in case we don't get a full night's rest and we didn't do any preparation.
the mansion can support more than just us, right? It's the like So-
it can.
if people who are putting in defenses or working and whatever can always come in and sleep or eat or what have you if we stick the mansion door near the front lines and basically open the kitchen.
Yeah, they'll exist on a diet of cookies.
Right, but if they're like trying and if they've got builders
Team
that can't
cookie.
fight trying to stick defenses together in like a couple of hours, it's not going to hurt to have to take 2 steps and get
Yeah.
fed rather than have
Yeah,
to.
that sounds
Yeah.
good.
While
We'll
you
do
all
that.
are trying to figure this
I
out.
vote for going to the harbor.
Okay. Elysia,
Yep.
you get a message from Tyrax just saying that he has gone back to Uric to let him know what's going on. And that they will bring any spellcasters they can afford from Singorn.
I
Ooh.
send back thank you and good luck. Or
Okay. So you're headed to the docks. It's not hard to get there. People are scrambling. And some people are doing damage control, telling civilians to stay in their homes, don't go outside. Guards everywhere. They don't pay you any mind whatsoever. They're focused on their orders. And just as you hit the gated wall between the central district and the dock section, you see Kima in full Bahamut armor and Alora standing there talking to what looks like a decorated, like a general or a colonel or somebody higher up in the arms. Human man, older human man, kind of graying at the temples, but definitely looked like he's lived the life of a soldier. And he greets you and he says, you're the ones who raised the alert, I understand.
Yep.
Right. So
Hello.
we don't know when they're coming. We don't quite know what to expect, and we're just hoping that they come this direction. Is that my understanding?
Well, we scryed them, and your docks are in the spyglass.
Right. correct. And there's no possible way that could be a trick or a trap or an illusion.
It just like looks helplessly towards Allura and Elijah, like.
It could, but
Tell
it's
us.
unlikely. Because
Yeah.
they would know that we were scrying on them, so why would they have an illusion?
Says, I
Sound
apologize
logical,
for
yeah.
being skeptical. It's just when we have to pull everybody out and set up the alert system, which we've not used since we established it after the dragon attacks. We're prepared, but... And he's like, well, I'm gonna go rally the clerics that are coming down. Yes.
Somebody check my thoughts, right? Because you'll know if it's funky magic, right? And he's like pointing at them, like.
Allura just says, I can do that. Actually, that's not a bad idea.
He like takes the helmet off as if that's somehow gonna like interfere or help.
Easier access to your head.
Yeah, like a really clear like.
Okay. All right. So she'll do that. And you give her that same vision
Yeah.
that you got
While
from the
making
scry.
like
Okay.
the most intense eye contact with her,
Like
that's
like
somehow
Vulcan mind meld.
Like,
Fair enough. Okay.
I am watching her very intensely during this, with
Okay.
the eyes of like, no funny business, as I watch her cast it on my friend.
Okay. Cat butt.
Yeah.
You just watch as soon as that moment passes, which you assume she's probably seeing the ships, her face just goes stark white. She says, "Oh, that's bad. That's very bad." She turns to Kima. We need to double the guard, and we need to make sure that the rest of the council is safely locked away. And someone go find me Gilmore, and we need to do this. And they rush off. And it's like, are you staying here? Are you setting up watch? What are you?
Yep, no, we're staying near here. I don't know what to call them anymore. They're not really the Dragon Legion, because Draconia does. There are more soldiers coming.
I've talked to Benar already. She had sent me a message after you alerted her, and we've been trying to. This is, I guess, a good test of how cohesive we are as units, I suppose. I'd rather
Yes.
it be a dry run and not an imminent danger, but we'll do what we can.
As will we.
Okay. So, you have the docks are so the docks of Emon hold roughly, when they're close to capacity, they hold roughly 100 ships either in live dock or dry dock. There's about 30 ships here now. They're mostly merchant vessels because this is the trading port of the city. So it's where all the import-export happens. You do see a lot of confused sailors. Most of these ships do not have weaponry on them. So that's going to be an issue, potentially.
Ooh. It would take some time, and I don't know if Neuraxis knows what this is, but we can make a controlled access blockade of the port using the merchant ships.
I was gonna say I can tomorrow if the ship hasn't reached port until we wake up. If someone could get me out in the water, I can create a maelstrom. If you are able to make a blockade, so they only have one way to get in.
That's
And I
yeah.
can block that last thing with a maelstrom, and
It's brilliant.
I just need to be in 120 feet range from that point. And I can fly over there, so it's no problem.
Isn't fly concentrate?
Maelstrom isn't constant.
Ah, that's true.
Maelstrom is concentrated.
Also,
Someone
oh,
needs
wait,
to
wait,
carry
we
me.
have
I am
potion of
not
flying
heavy.
throw. No,
We have potion of
We have a
flying.
potion of
Potion,
flying.
because
It's
then
a
even if
potion.
they shoot you, you don't fall out
Yeah.
and sink.
I only have potions of flying. I don't have.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, then yeah, that's not concentration.
What? I
Yes.
thought there's a. It says in our.
I have
activate
another
potion of
potion
flying.
that's just mine, but we might have one in the bag too.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I don't know. We have a lot. I can also make myself invisible with the potion if potions double, so I can be invisible, flying, creating maelstroms.
That sounds
If I
pretty.
get to
I mean, it
sleep.
sounds like a good start.
I'm
If I
pretty
get to
sure
sleep.
there's a table of risks with drinking too, and one of them is that they're permanent.
Yep.
So,
What's the
Correct.
problem with being permanent
boy.
Permanent
invisible?
flight.
and invisibility.
Permanent
Like
flight
that
and
bird.
invisibility.
Okay, just flying then.
Okay.
To cover
Yeah,
Elijah
permanent
in a
flying
cloth
would be cool.
to keep.
Permanent flying would be cool.
A flying glove. Whee!
How are the docks like set up? Like I know like the image that's in the campaign setting,
Right.
but like where could I possibly put some like ballistas or something that would have a decent range?
Sorry, my game just crashed. I can still hear you though. Let me pull up that stupid thing. Let me pull up
Because
that
I'm thinking I can make probably two. They're not going to be huge ballistas, but they're going to be big enough to do something. And then overnight, I could probably make ammo for them.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
All right, let me try this here. Here we go. They look just like this. This is right out of the book. So, Emon is a geographically tiered city. The Central District and the what the heck is that called? The can't remember it, but where everyone is, the Erudite Quarter. There we go. Are up higher on a hill, and everything slopes downward toward the docks and then outside to the city.
Gotcha.
So these are going to be more on sea level, ground level, where you're looking at right here. It's just wide wooden docks. There's nothing fancy about them, but they're very not perfunctory. They're very efficient in the way that they operate. So, and past the wood, then when you get actually onto the road, it's cobblestone.
I'm gonna like break off from the group and run over and try and find like the walls, like the big towers that are connected to the walls around them on either end of the port. So I'm gonna run to the first one and I'm gonna kind of see how that's set up and see what all defenses they have, what kind of things they have that are pointed out towards the sea.
They do have large crossbows that are mounted on the tops of the walls. There's a crossbow roughly every 75 feet or so, so there aren't many here, but it's enough to basically be deterrent.
Like close range, kind of.
Close range, yeah. So if someone were to get right into the dock, they could shoot a massive bolt right into a ship or whatever it is that might be coming up. And they're manned. You've got a few guards looking at you curiously, but it seems like word has been spread to let you do what needs to be done.
All right, I'll just kind of like nod my head and run back down.
Okay.
Because it's like that's good enough, and there's not going to be room for a trebuchet on top of this, so that's fine.
No, they're not built like that.
Yeah, no. So I'm gonna run back
Fair
and
enough.
kind of meet up with the group and try and find a good area where we can start maybe building something that can just toss random shit out to there that I don't need to make ammo for, that we could just use junk as ammo.
You could find
Well,
junk.
Is
Yeah.
like my idea, because
Yep.
it's like this is a port. I'm sure there's all kinds of floating barrels and random crap.
There's
or we
random
just fill it
crap
with-
everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So if
you
we
could
fling
raid a
that-
couple warehouses. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and just find a good spot or two, possibly two, to set up some trebuchets.
Now, is this an ability or is this something that you're just attempting to do? Are you
What?
fabricating?
Oh, I'm fabricating.
You're fabricating. Okay, can you give me that card?
They're not gonna be big.
Well, they're only chicken barrels and crates.
10 minutes.
And I
There.
just pull
Okay.
in raw materials to create it.
Okay.
And it has to be contained in a 10-foot cube or
Okay.
8 connected 5-foot cubes. So I can make it pretty big.
Yeah.
8 5-foot cubes. That's a pretty decent
That's a
trebuchet,
pretty
actually.
decent. Yeah, that's pretty
That
good.
that'd chuck a pumpkin pretty far.
We chuck a pumpkin right at the
Okay.
green cloaked lady's face.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm into that. Okay, so for every 10 minutes, how long are you doing this? Because if you do it for too long, you're gonna eventually bleed into your rest time.
Well, I only have 3 slots for that.
Okay.
So.
Okay,
And
so
I'm not.
also
I mean, it's not. Go ahead.
no, you're good.
I'll also help Ulrin just get the materials together that he needs.
Yeah, if I could just find random junk and stuff floating, or just like barrels, because it doesn't have to be really good quality. It says that the quality of the objects is commensurate with the quality of the materials. So as long as they're structurally like good enough, which I think I'd be able. If you want me to roll a check, I can, but I'd imagine I could kind of see like.
I would say
Unless
with
you want a perception or something.
I would say with your given your level and your knowledge of weaponry, I'm not worried about that. Now these aren't going to be the best catapults ever built, ever.
No, they don't have to be.
But
They're
if
emergency.
you show a couple of people how they work, they can be manned.
Yeah, and that's my plan. Is I just want to use my time to get probably. I think I have 2 4th levels because I used Death Ward yesterday.
Yeah.
So, or last time on Alicia's mom. So I'll do 2 fabricates, make 2 trebuchets, and I also have one use of creation if I need more raw materials, but that's up to you.
For this kind of thing, I think you're all right.
Okay, if there's enough raw materials, then I'm good. But...
Yeah, there's enough lumber, stone, just
cool.
junk laying around that the guards don't even bat an eye if you're gonna use some of that because they're too focused on. They're setting up pike lines and archers for support. Some of these archers seem to have fire arrows. Like there's a lot happening. The harbor master is running around trying to pull as many ships into what kind of had the same idea that you all did, into some kind of blockade, but he can't get some of the merchants to agree, so there's a lot happening that you're just picking up snippets of conversation about.
Elijah, can you do one more sending?
Yeah.
Nice. Could you send a message to Camilla and just tell her and let her know if any of the remaining blood hunters are in or close to Emon, that maybe they can join the fight?
I do that.
Okay.
And then I will just like ask everyone if anyone else needs me. If no one needs me anymore, I will find somewhere to sleep. So I will be ready earlier than everyone else to get ready on the day.
Yeah, the mansion, right?
Yeah, I'll pop up the mansion somewhere like, on the harbor side in like an alley or something.
Because I have no spells that will last so long that they will be good for preparing, but I can prepare in the morning.
Marble has a couple of stone shapes. So there's probably a lot of Neuraxis being like, okay, little walls here for the archers, or like right-hand turns, because most things are going to be right-handed, so shield in the left. So if they have to turn that way, they can't jam the sword in. Like just lots of like noodly, making it difficult for them to maneuver, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so any kind of barricades or anything that you can set up. Got it. Okay. Just enough to annoy and block as much as possible. As a reminder, the mansion is on its own plane. So, once you're in there, you won't have any idea what's going on outside until you stick your head out.
We'll just go there for sleeps.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's that's why we're basically leaving the door open. Like...
Okay. Let me check if there's anything Seven can do. No, his stuff's pretty. He's like, I can cast Pass Without a Trace if you're wanting to set up. If we want to stealth it when we get up in the morning. so we can attempt to hide and maybe ambush them.
Whoops.
That too, apparently. Hallucinatory terrain. Okay.
Ooh, that
So
could be good.
you are headed into the mansion. Mansion's up. Is anyone setting up any kind of rotation to keep an eye on what's going on, or?
Yeah, I'm
we
gonna.
should just keep watch in a rotation.
I'll take first watch, and I'll just kind of stay up, and I'm gonna use my channel divinity for the day, and use them to create ammo for like crossbow bolts, and I think I can do 10 pieces per or something like that. So
Okay.
just gonna have like a spare ammunition
Okay.
stuff.
All right. Anything else anyone wants to do?
I'll take second watch.
If there's like pikemen or whatever around, there's lots of like not getting in the way, but just Norax's being fussy. Like now, pole hammers would probably be better, and you want the front lines of shields, and actually that's the best place to be. Like lots of like he does actually know what he's doing.
Okay. They're yeah, and you know, just the panic is real. You can feel it. It's like it's thickening the air around you, but these arms of Emon are well trained. They're well kitted out, and they're doing what they can to set up lines of archers and pikemen. They've got people stationed on every single dock. So basically, anyone who comes up through this area is going to be met with steel. All right. Anyone else?
Hallucinatory terrain before bed. That's the.
Okay.
I didn't mean to click it earlier, but
No, it's
I do
okay.
mean-
So
I do-
what are you changing?
So it's sorts of like making the water seem much choppier in the port, and like basically trying to funnel them into that, into the line of the catapults and the crossbows and whatever, rather
Okay.
than them hitting such a broad.
Okay. Got it. Okay. First watch was Ulrin, correct? Are you staying outside the mansion, or are you just sticking your head out every now and then?
I'll probably just be meditating outside, kind of like doing my normal 4G meditation thing, and just kind of helping if guards go by and they need something, or just kind of handing off what I've done to people like guards running by, and also inviting like if they need food or whatever, just like have a makeshift sign that says, no girls allowed, food this way.
My treehouse.
My treehouse. No pay rent, but the parents is spelled weird and
Oh
like
yeah,
has
the
weird
R's
capital.
backwards.
The R's backwards. Yeah. So that's
Fair enough.
Yeah. And kind of organize the bag of holding and just get like the stuff ready, like the combat-y stuff that we're gonna need, like potions and stuff, and just kind of start setting them up and getting them like okay. Access this week. Just so that when we wake up tomorrow morning, we're like ready to go.
Okay. So with your passive perception being what it is, will you make a perception check for me with advantage? Oh.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. With all of the chaos that's happening around you, you look out toward the ocean and there's a thin mist that has laid itself over the water as the temperature has dropped. It is winter, so it's quite cold out here right now. And there's a little bit of, it's not snow, it's almost like sleet-like falling from the sky. It's making, things a little slick. But that mist is just kind of hanging over the water.
Is there anything weird about the mist to me?
It looks like nighttime ocean fog.
Okay.
from your knowledge, from your limited knowledge of the way that weather works and that kind of thing. You're not seeing like bony hands coming out of the water or anything. You
Is
don't
it
see...
lime green fog?
Yeah, it is actually.
Because the rules of Disney, that means that it's evil.
It's evil. Maleficent has come for your heads. No, it's and you don't see any shadows on the horizon. Nothing seems off.
All right, then I'll just finish off the watch,
Okay.
continue,
All right.
and then go in whenever, like about time to wake up next person and go to bed.
I'll take second watch.
Hazel's up. Okay, same thing for me. And you get advantage on your perception checks, so.
And you, if I do a big listen, 1 second. Oh, just 2. Okay.
Jeez.
Oh, geez, I was gonna roll again, but that's
I don't think you need
I don't
it.
need to.
Natural 20. Okay. Making up for all those ones with marble, apparently. Okay, so with you and, Ulrin's pointed some things out to you, so are you just seated outside, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna sit outside, Roland said. I'm gonna also go into, being alert, but going a bit into a meditative
Okay.
state. I'm gonna take out my crossbow Nova, put it on my lap, and I'm going to ask the yellow-eyed hunter for guidance in the upcoming hunt to help me take down my prey.
Okay. Make a religion check for me.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
I know we don't do that very often
Religion.
with you.
Nah.
Oh no. Okay. All right. 7. All right. Given your stronger connection with him now that you have actually seen him and he has protected you from different forces of evil, you know he is with you, but there is no further guidance that he can spare.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything. I just did it to to get myself into the zone, so
Sure.
to speak.
Okay. But with that nat 20, as I'd say the 3 a.m. ish, late night, early hour rolls around, and there's just the touch of sunlight starting to just that thin line of purplish pink at the horizon. That mist that's been hanging over the ocean starts to roil, and it starts to churn. And the water starts to, beyond the hallucinatory terrain, starts to turn a little more choppy, and a wind picks up. And that mist pulls in more fog, and it is a gray-green color. It's probably a few miles out, but it's starting to sweep your direction.
Well, there's the evil fog.
I rolled for it. That's what happened.
I told you it's lime green.
How many hours is left until everyone had a full long rest?
You did a watch. It's been
4.
You're 3 hours in. They had 4 previously. Ulrin will not get a full, and you won't get a full.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with that. Everything of my stuff resets on a short rest.
Okay.
But I mean, so far it's just evil mist. There's no ships yet that I can make out. I guess I'll wake up Noraxis for the next watch, or whoever volunteered for the third watch.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll take the next one. Why not?
Okay.
And, obviously I point out the green mist, and I'm like, that's probably not natural, is it?
No.
There's nothing in the There's nothing in the tourist guides about the morning green mist of Emon.
90%.
Well, get us when you need us to, and I go back and quick.
I just need to borrow you for 2 minutes while I do something acceptably risky. Just sit.
Oh, I immediately come back out once he says like accept whiskey and that's.
And he'll try and scry again to get a more up-to-date location.
Oh,
But-
balls. All right.
He'll scry on one of his siblings, on one of the White Dragonborn.
Okay. Yep. Where is my...
Oh. It is, well, I have first-hand knowledge of that.
Yep.
Actually, not even more than that. I would assume familiar, considering they are family.
Well, right. Okay. Yeah, I was just checking to make sure I had the right sheet. So wisdom save, correct?
Yes, DC 18.
But you... So it's...
Mine.
You have first-hand knowledge, so it's a +5.
My +5 to the D. Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Which one?
Oh, that's a dangerous question. I haven't got the big file open. Oh no.
Nadar's the male, Nuthra's the female.
Probably Nuthra.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause she's the actual sailor.
She failed.
Cool.
Okay. Your vision cast out, focusing on your adopted sister. She stands on the main dock of a boat, the same one you've been seeing. It is not made of wood, it is made of bone. The sail's made of dried leather and other strange, gruesome looking material. It flies a pure dark green flag with that same necromantic symbol you found so very long ago in the back of a book in the vaults of the Delacrane Mansion. And standing beside her, you see a little blip of a green cloak, and you watch her turn her head, and she says, "You realize they know we're coming." And all you hear is a voice say, "I'm well aware of that. That was the point." She says, "I trust that you will not lead us astray." And that's it.
She's like having a good look around. Like, okay, nope, she's just steering a boat now. Okay, right. But at least it's not a like, tell everybody to get ready, we're about to hit kind of deal. It's still just on their way in. It's like blinks hard, like shakes his head a couple of times. Okay. They know that we know
That they know that we know.
that they're on their way, and apparently that's fine.
Oh, well, that's not a good sign.
No. Anyway, you go get some sleep, but it doesn't seem imminent.
Okay. Well, you let us know if anything becomes imminent. And then I start to leave, and then I quickly turn around, give Naraxis a big hug, and then I run back into the cookie mansion.
Okay.
Pulls his helmet back on and sits down somewhere sharp and the whole sword. Just really not making any pains to conceal himself.
Nope.
Huge armored dude just sat there sharpening a massive sword.
Okay.
And keeping an eye out.
With your passive, make a perception check for me. With advantage.
Okay. And this seems important, so I'm going to use Dark One's own luck as well and add a D10. Whoops. Why is it not? Oh, well. 31.
Jesus Christ. That hurt a little part of my soul right there. Okay. So as the next hour passes, Ulrin manages to get his last little bit of sleep in. So you would all be rested at this point. And that mist, as the sun slowly starts to rise, you watch the water just go from choppy to a full-on boil. The water, the ocean itself is now boiling, and that mist sweeps in past you and into the city. And when you
That can't be good.
blink for a second, and all of a sudden there are ships like a mile out. It's like they just came up out of nowhere. When the mist moved, they appeared.
Well, there they are.
So I don't know whether this will work through the open door, because it's just a like thermaturgied Neuraxis voice, just absolutely fucking like yelling, like inbound, just rips out through the city.
Enemies!
Yeah.
Okay, you all hear that. And the guards are in full motion now.
Alright. Do we...
Druid spells and stuff. Like one for wind, right? There's a thing for weather. Oh god.
You do watch a couple of the people manning the catapults launch barrels out into the water, and then archers shoot fire arrows at them, and they had lantern oil in them. So there's these little pockets of flame that have popped up in the water. Are you all going out of the mansion, or...
I mean, I'm already outside.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just going outside. I mean, I have my weapons ready. Okay, do we have... Okay, so are they, like, still outside of the sort of shifty merchant vessel blockade that has been sort of made, I assume?
Oh yeah, is the hallucination actually, like, narrowing their point of entry?
Doesn't seem to be.
Shit.
Yeah.
How far away are they?
They're now closing
About-
in on a half a mile. They are right on you.
Question. How long is half a mile in feet?
Wow.
I don't know
good
how long a
question.
feet is.
It's close.
Less
You can
than
see them?
120 or more?
Huh?
Less or more than 120 feet?
Oh, it's more than that.
More.
Okay.
Offhand, does anyone know what the name of the druid spell is for like weather and fog, that whole thing? Because I'm desperately scrolling.
Control weather.
Control.
I think it's control weather.
Yeah.
And half a mile is 800 meters.
Okay, yeah.
Just
Control.
FYI.
Thank you.
There's
No
control
problem.
weather and control water.
Yeah, control weather I think is the one
It's
where
8th
you can
level.
yeah,
But-
you can
oh,
where
they
you can
both?
actually change it to like a thunderstorm and like make it really bad and violent.
Yep.
Might be control water I'm thinking of.
So control water is a 4th level
There it is.
transmutation. Yep. Cleric, druid, wizard. 300 feet on that one.
Cool. Yep, that's the one I was trying to find.
Okay. So because stuff doesn't stop moving as you're all doing this stuff.
Yeah.
You hear something kind of echo out. It sounds like ground cracking. This.
Oh dear.
And where you all had put the mansion, that water that's boiling just off the docks starts to centralize. And you see one, and then another, these huge bone legs clamp onto the docks. And
that's not good.
You hear, "We are the undead, the undying, the millions of souls screaming for release. We are Ralishaz and Dendar and Loth and Hespa. We are the raging of the sea and the unforgiving crest of a massive tidal wave. Our breath makes the water, our bones the sea floor. We are Sarahes. And you stand before us and refuse to kneel, and for that, we will break you." And out of the water and from underneath the ground come various things as the lead boat, pulls into dock.
Did the trebuchets work at all?
They're setting stuff on fire. So here's the fun thing about what's happening is that there's going to be other battle happening in the background as soon as this guy popped up. Imagine a lich face and torso on the body of an 8-legged bone spider. That's what this fucking thing looks like, and it is humongous. And his eyes are glowing green-black, and you do see the ship pull into dock, but it has this weird vibrational, like, shimmering ward all around it. And you do see, for the first time outside of a vision, you do see the Rebel Queen herself step forward. Archers in position, just waiting. And I'm gonna put you all on the map right now.
Yeah, question. The minute that happens,
Yes.
can I cast a spell, or do I have to wait until initiative order? Because I was kind of holding Maelstrom until they were close enough.
You could... I'm gonna say that this happened so fast that you'd be hard-pressed. Yeah, so...
Yep. No, I'll wait till my initiative.
Give me a second to get... I don't know why the tokens, again, always kill me every single time. So while I'm doing this, if you all would roll initiative for me, and I'll put the tracker on. While I find everyone.
Okay.
I don't know where all this stuff went to.
Oh god. Come on, initiative. Be good for one. I can roll that because I'm a halfling. Oh well, I mean it's still kind of shit, but make the 14.
Okay, where the heck
Um,
Ulrin's token
I
go?
can't move my token.
Yeah, you can't right now because they all like disappeared for some reason.
Oh god.
I don't know what happened, but they all
Damn
went
it.
away.
Roll 20, you have 1,000 jobs,
Yeah,
and this is one of
I
them.
think it's because my thing reset, and they all just went bonkers on me a little bit. So I'm gonna manually put these in here. There are
And they
a couple
roll
of
really badly.
guards near you.
I always roll badly on initiative.
There we go.
I have a +5
Just
to it
gonna
for
make sure
guards.
that it's there. Yep, sorry, I'm putting these in
Oh,
manually.
how did Marble get a 1 again?
Oh no!
No!
It's the
Where
Sam
hell is Ulrin's token?
luck.
Okay. I don't know why your token's missing, but I'm getting it. Everything just like went to crap. Sorry, everybody. I'm so mad. I don't know why it did that. Where
That is
the
completely fine.
fuck is the token? There it is. Okay, we're getting there. Stupid thing! Hazel, I'm setting yours.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I think when my thing crashed, it just wiped everything. Okay, there we go.
It's morning time, right?
Yes,
but
it
is there
is
any
very
like fog,
early.
or is it
Everything here is, you're actually trying to figure out why the sun is blotted out.
gotcha, so it is darkish.
It's darkish. Would be dim, considered dim. All of these bone creatures start to crack up from underneath the ground, and you watch as the ships pull in. They're empty. Except for the lead one that just pulled into dock. Okay. So we're going to be doing kind of truncated battle here because there's other things happening in the background that I can't possibly control all of that. or I would lose my mind. So we're gonna focus on the big guy and the little guys around and go from there.
I can still not put myself in the turn order.
What the heck is going on? I gave you permission for it. Okay,
I can
that's
move my token.
well, as long as you can move it, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll add you in there. There you go.
That's a big dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
And this music is not what I wanted. I want fucking battle music. Where'd it go? I had all this shit arranged, and it just completely all crashed on me. I hate that.
We need.
Spider Lich.
Pretty much.
This does kind of look like what's his name? The new movie, Spider-Man's villain.
Mysterio.
Oh,
The undead vampire guy.
Oh. Mobius?
Mobius, yeah.
Are
Morbius
you all...
the undead, yeah.
Okay. 7
That
got
token does
a-
kind of look like Morbius, but with a fungal infection.
Oh my god.
It does.
Marble getting
Looks
in
like
the
him
turn
and
order.
marble roll a 1.
Oh
there you
no!
Which is 8. So it's not as
He's
bad.
still higher
Okay,
than me.
okay,
He
okay,
rolled a
okay,
3.
Okay.
She has great initiative.
Yeah.
All right.
Suntree. Oh, no.
Okay, you are all fucking lucky. He rolled shit on that.
Nice.
That's better. Got it. Sorry about all of that confusion. That makes me angry when that does that. Okay. There's a lot going on. So the guards are going to act out of initiative order. I'm not going to roll for them because that's going to make a fucking mess. 7 is first because, of course, he's got this. This thing looks like just like a pile of bones that's moving and shifting on its own. And seems to be interested in all of you. There is this 4-legged bone creature with giant horns and like a whip-like tail nearby. There's another guard that's going after these. It's now chaos. And the ground has cracked and is starting to vent water and smoke. The mist is pouring into the city, and everything here is cast in this pale green-gray light that seems to suffuse the entire area and make visibility a little tough. It isn't in a blinded condition yet, but it's something to consider later on. So with that, 7 is going to go invisible because he has a ring of invisibility. So he's going to say, I'm going up, and he points to the roof. And he's going to use his movement and make an acrobatics check, even though he's super good at those. That's totally fine. To get up there and take position. And he's going to hold unless anything approaches. Neuraxis.
Okay. Well, this is an emergency, so... Oops. That didn't do what it's supposed to do, but okay. I cast Crown of Stars.
The fuck is that?
So 7 star-like motes of light appear and hit your head until the spell ends, and then as a bonus action, I can throw them at people, and they do radiant damage.
Oh!
And while I have them up, I shed bright light for 30 feet and dim light for another 30.
Okay.
So he has a crazy spinning star halo.
All right.
With, 7 rounds in it, whatever the...
Yeah.
God, I don't know how much the light is going to matter, although it is getting weird and misty and dark, right?
Yeah. Again, you're not under a stated condition yet.
Just there. All of that is light
Hey, okay.
from my head. And we use the War Pride armor bonus action to cast flight on myself. And then he's going to fly off after Miss Green. So, because flying, so I don't have to care as much. Why not? Let's get into a fight with that one. And that is my turn.
That is your turn. Okay.
Grows a halo and flies away.
All right. Okay. Hazel.
Okay. I'm gonna wait and see what the big guy does. I guess I'll. Okay. As a note, since we are in dim light, I have 10 more feet movement, and attacks over 20 against me have disadvantage because I have dark velocity. So that's nice. Okay, I will go over here, and I'll fire a crossbow bolt at. You're saying these thingies are like moving piles of bones?
Yes.
Okay. And what are these things?
These are
They're
bone
like-
devils. They have big curled horns and these long pointed spiked tails.
Okay. Okay, then I'll fire a crossbow bolt at the bone devil.
Which one? This guy here?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So many pieces of paper.
Oh no, I need to look up my crossbow. Yeah. Where should we? 22.
That hits.
To hit.
That hits.
Okay. Oh god, how much damage does this thing do?
New weapons.
Oh, by the way, if it does necrotic damage, but they're immune to it. I assume creatures here are. The damage is reflected back to me in the form of temporary hit points. So that's just saying that to keep in mind.
Okay.
Come on, sake. Okay. Ah. 10. Okay. Oh, and bonus action to put right off the flame on my crossbow.
Okay. Very good. What's the damage on that
Plus
dude?
D6 plus. Yeah, sorry.
You're okay.
How much is my right? What is my right damage? 1d8. Okay. That's a terrible roll. So that's 1 point of necrotic damage,
Okay.
5 points of flame damage, and the rest is the piercing damage from the crossbow.
Got it. Okay, so 19. Okay. All right. It takes it.
Okay. I will follow it. Fire another crossbow. God, why not?
Fire again!
26.
Oh, yeah, that hits. Just a smidge. These creatures are
Just
low to the
decent.
ground. They're like large cat-sized, think like panther-sized.
Damn it!
The ones.
4 points of necrotic and 1 fire damage. Yeah, but if he
Okay.
takes all, that's just
So
total.
yeah, he takes all of it for sure. Okay, so got it. There's 2 crossbow bolts now sticking out of whatever is holding all of the bones together on this creature.
Yeah, and I guess I'll go behind like this debris here just for a bit of cover, and
Okay.
that's my turn.
That's your turn. The bone devils are next. These are going to. He's running off the map. He looks like he's chasing someone else, and the guard's gonna follow after him. So I'm just actually gonna move those out. I just was trying to give you a sense of place on here so that you could kind of see what all was happening. So this one is going to run straight at Olrin
Come at me.
because it can't get to Hazel, so you're the closest target.
These are fiends, right? Or devils? No, devils. Yeah, never mind. Devils.
Interesting. It's going to. You actually watch it like from its rib cage. It rears up on its hind legs and releases this miasma of gas at you. This dark green, sickly-looking fog. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is this poison?
It is.
Good, because I believe that I
You have advantage. Yes.
23.
Yep, that makes it. You're still going to take half damage.
Smoke weed every.
So. So 10, and I'm assuming you resistant, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. So you take 5. 5 points of poison damage, and it's just in your space. That tail, the bone tail, whipping back and forth. You can tell that if you weren't of a hardy character, you would probably get very sick from this. Yeah, it's almost like you breathed in a virus or something.
But
Okay.
it smells like grandpa's socks.
The other one. These other ones are just they're gonna act on their own and harass the guards. So that would be then, Ulrin, it's your turn.
Alright. Let's see now. Well, you said the little guys, the buggy tokens are piles of bone?
Yes. It's like just random bones, not even all from one creature, that it's almost like there's something underneath it powering their movement.
All right. Sorry. I had a plan. I swear I had a plan, guys.
I feel like that all the time.
All right. Well, fuck that plan for now. Plan B. I'm just going to I suppose I'll hit this demon with my okay. Yeah, I'm going to hit it with my Fury of the Fire, Fury and Fire of the Forge. Does a 21 hit?
Just a little bit. And you're going after this guy right in front of you, right?
Yeah, the
Okay.
Bone Devil
Just
or
making
whatever
sure.
right in front of me. So 12 bludgeoning plus 7 fire plus where's that? Another 5 fire.
So 24
Yeah.
altogether. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah. 12 fire and 12 bludgeoning.
it takes all of that.
Ooh. And then as a bonus action, ooh. Oh no, wait, never mind. I have to defeat them in battle with the shield, sorry. I'm still getting used to my shield.
Yep, you got that new shiny thing.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Do I have to defeat them to ask a question, or?
No, the question is a bonus action, and then once you defeat
But I don't
it,
have to have defeated them?
No.
Okay, but once I do defeat them, I don't have to ask a question.
Correct.
I already know.
You
Okay.
already know. The shield retains it.
Then, as a bonus action, I would like to ask my shield, um, what is this creature vulnerable? Or
This is very similar to the monk's extract aspects
yeah,
feature.
I'm trying to determine if I want to learn its vulnerabilities or its resistances, which would be more valuable. Because it's a devil, I'm guessing it's vulnerable to radiant, but that's just metagame. I'm gonna ask its vulnerabilities. What is it vulnerable to?
You come back with no answer.
Yay. Okay,
Yeah.
and then that's my turn.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stay here,
This
stand here, wait for people to move.
massive 50-foot tall being crashed down in the middle of the port of Emon, two giant bone legs gripping the cobblestones and scratching 2-foot gouges in them. Wheels and looks at all of you and says, "Why do you fight me? Why do you fight so hard against someone who would only make this world better?" And then he looks at Elysia. "Child of Vogon, I need you to make a... Nope, there's no save.
Oh, that's not good.
Yep, there's... How many hit points do you have, Elysia? You're on mute.
81.
Okay. You immediately feel your body lock up. You are considered stunned. You can make a Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn. But you are stunned. And then he is going to... Yep, that's all he's going to do. He's going to stay here, and he's focused on Elysia. All right. You've got... We'll say that there are 2 bone piles nearby that are going to be annoying. So we'll just call them swarms. This one is going to move up here, and you are stunned. So remember that.
Yep.
Okay. 8th level spell's a bitch. Okay. So it has advantage on you. This little swarm, it kind of forms this almost like halfling-sized shape, and is just going to reach out and try to punch you twice. So with advantage, what's your AC?
15.
It hits with a 15. And then, oh, I rolled shit on the second one. An 8 and a 3, that ain't gonna do it. All right, so you're gonna take a little bit of damage. This is... So you're going to take... You feel... Your body's locked, but you can feel all these little cuts and punches all over you as the various pieces of bone are scratching at you. You take 3 points of piercing, 3 points of slashing, and 4 points of bludgeoning. So 10 altogether. And I have to spell that out because some folks are resistant and all that fun stuff. The other one... near Neuraxis, it's going to do the exact same thing. It's just going to swarm up against you and try to reach out and lash at you through the armor. This is going to be funny. What's your AC?
21, I
Stupid
think.
high.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Plus 3 plate mail. Yeah,
this will be
21.
hilarious. Nope. Natural 1. And a 2! So no! It's more like an annoying gnat that won't go away. You're just... there's some kind of like sludge underneath these bones that's moving it and pushing it along and making it so when it misses, it just goes back down into this little pile and it's kind of undulating back and forth. It's gross. Okay, so Marble's turn. This one ran off.
Yep.
And as you go, Seven's gonna go. Now that he's seen Elysia get locked up, he's gonna fire 2 at the big guy. So go ahead, whatever Marble's gonna do.
I'm just very quickly double checking the.
Can't activate
Yep. Control water. We're going to try and flip that, but.
Ooh, Mage Hand in the chat. What's up? So you're doing control water. Give me that. Where's that card?
Hi, Mage Hand.
What's up, Mage Hand?
Thanks for the assets. You're awesome.
They are awesome. Shit.
So yeah, it's absolutely massive power. The any freestanding water inside an area you choose that's within 300 feet of you.
Jeez,
That
okay.
entire ship. You choose a cube up to 100 feet on a side.
Okay.
It's not flood. I think it's wave. Where is it? Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
Water level. No. I don't know. Yeah, it is that one. You instead create a 20-foot tall wave. The other. Any huge or smaller vehicle carried with it to the other side, and any huge or smaller vehicle struck by the wave has a 25% chance of capsizing.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
Shit.
So she just like takes the staff in both hands, is like looking around the boat, and just bam, hits the floor, and there's just a huge like swell,
Oh my gosh. So there's
like the
there's
creaking
like
of like ship, and just the whole thing.
oh my god. Okay, so well, because there is a some kind of magical barrier on the ship. I'm trying to
Oh yeah, it won't. In theory, it won't hurt
okay,
anything
okay,
on board.
okay.
But it might flip it upside down and just.
So okay, so that's that. Gosh, measurements. Ugh. Hey, can we not have so much damn math in D&D?
Hey, math is great. Okay?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, I hate it. No.
Sounds like an English major to me.
It is, actually.
Right.
That's exactly what. Damn liberal arts degree. Okay.
You can smell it. Anyone that's done a STEM subject, you can smell it on.
Oh yeah.
It is, yeah. It's like I'm frothing at the mouth over here or something.
Yeah.
So is it a wave or is it a vortex? I apologize.
No, I think it's under flood. It could. Yeah, 20-foot tall wave.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think the whirlpool from vortex would be big enough for a
Okay.
Whole.
Okay.
ship.
And this is
As long as the ship is smaller than huge, 1 in 4, it's turning upside down.
you watch as the water starts to crest, and then Marble gets hit with this reverbic feedback because the Rebel Queen's gonna cast Counterspell.
So offended.
She actually is just standing there watching this entire thing with her skeleton archers. Just shakes her head. No effect.
I think Marble probably does so like gives her the finger or something, just something obscene.
Yeah.
Some like just angry, like a little furry paw. You just see the single middle claw just ding.
Yeah, she cast it at a much higher level. So,
Yeah.
Yep, it just wipes it out. You see the boat rock a little bit, but the wards, whatever is warding here, stays in place. At the end of Marble's turn, Sarahas is going to use a legendary action and turn his focus on Hazel and Neuraxis. This green-gray light, his ribcage also opens up a little bit, and this light blasts from his torso as he's looming over both of you, and I need you both to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay. Constitution. Ugh, 10.
Yikes!
Ugh! No, you both fail. So you're gonna take. Why are 10s so hard for me to find every time? Okay, so that is not good on that. 13 points of psychic damage as you can feel the mist go into your eyes and your ears and your nose, and it just starts to like rattle your brain around. You're also going to take necrotic damage, so remember that. I'll give you the full. The full is 9, so take 4 points of necrotic damage. You cannot take bonus actions or reactions until the start of your next turn.
Okay. Oh, God.
You watch that blast hit this guard, and he drops to the ground.
Oh, sorry. How many points of damage was?
So it would have been 4 necrotic, and then
Yep.
13 psychic.
And the necrotic is already without resistance.
Yes, that was halved. It was 9. So
13. Okay,
Yep.
so 17.
Yep.
Yes. So no bonus actions.
No bonus or reactions. Okay.
Is it no? Is
Until
that
the
for
start
a
of your
turn?
next turn.
Right. Okay. Wait. This. Okay.
Okay. Alicia, you can make that con save.
Will do. Is this magic?
Yes. It's a spell.
Then I get advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, I just need to make sure.
Oh yeah, it's a hella spell. Uh-huh.
I was rolling with advantage, so I need to con. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh
14?
No. You try so hard to unlock, and it just doesn't. You
Yep.
can't shake it. You're still stunned.
I have just have a question. Can I use my portent rolls, or are they locked when I'm I can't do any
I
actions?
would let you use it, but
I can't use it.
What would your highest portent get you to?
I wouldn't. I don't mean use it on myself now. I meant use it if someone else is doing something.
No. You're locked.
Okay.
You lose all your abilities when you're stunned because
Yep.
you're considered incapacitated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just stand here.
And at the end of your turn, Sarahas is going to turn to Neuraxis and point at you with one long, bony, nasty-looking claw and just say, Sarah. Okay, that's it. 7 did a little bit of damage to this guy, so there's that. When he had held action, he's now going to take full attack. He comes out of invisibility, which was busted by his previous attacks. Is going to activate Chaos Arrows with his bonus action. And this is where I can't metagame as the DM. So he's going to activate Acid damage on those and fire 2 more shots. And see if he can do something. That is that's a natural 19. That'll definitely hit. Okay, those both hit. So I'm gonna roll damage. You watch 2 more arrows hit Sarahas. He just kind of swats at him, but you do see the acid damage start to kind of burn into him a little bit. So that would be Neuraxis. It's your go.
Okay. Do I even care about this thing? Yeah, why not? I'll try and kill the splodge. The hell it is.
I got no one is engaging the big guy other than 7, who's just like sniper shooting.
Will a 16 hit?
Yes, it is a pile of bones.
27 magical slashing.
Hot shimachi. Kidoki. It's not happy. You see some of the bones fly off and scatter in a direction.
Okay, second attack. An 18, so another 21.
Okay. You smash it into bits, and the sludge that was underneath it just dissipates and melts into the cobblestones. It is dead.
I get temporary HP, but I'll deal with that in a minute because it's sticking off the top of my screen. And yep, time to risk it. I'm flying at her.
Okay.
Da, 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 da.
Oh my gosh.
Are the things that look like guards on her ship our guards, or is that just the same token?
Oh, that was my bad. Let me get rid of those. Yeah. There are skeletons for sure on this boat.
In fact, I'll be there, but I'll also be 25 feet, just Dr. Manhattan again, just floating in the sky with a crazy halo swirling around, just like...
Okay. So you're just hanging out up there?
Yep, and I got my temporary hit points from killing it, and I can't use any bonus actions, so yep, I'm just hovering 25 feet in the sky with a halo.
He is going to take his reaction because you moved out of his range, and he's going to try to swat at you. So, what that big bone arm, hook claw kind of thing just tries to hit you. That is a 29.
That will hit.
Yeah, and it's actually going to knock you down. So, if you want to try to maintain, I'll have you make an acrobatics check.
Oh god.
To see if you can withstand that.
Nope.
Okay.
That's a 5.
So we'll say that I won't drop you in the water. We'll say that you got here before he knocked you down.
Sure.
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage from that smack.
Is it magic?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
And I forgot my layer actions. My bad. So I will do that right now. We're not that far off. So, yep. The water all around you that you all can see, even if you're stunned or whatever condition you're in, you watch it as the boil starts to churn even more, and you can feel heat coming off of the water itself, and you just watch the Rebel Queen point in a couple of directions, and these geysers punch up from underneath the stone like the water itself is being propelled upward toward the sky. One is going to land near Hazel, one lands near Ulrin, and one's going to land down here near these guards. So let me drop those geysers. Here. And I need Ulrin and Hazel to make dexterity saves.
Mm-hmm.
Is this an effect? What is it? Is it like a orb just affecting me?
It's just like it's trying to knock you off your feet.
I rolled a 24.
24. You succeed.
Let me check. Because I think if I'm not incapacitated, I can add my shield's AC bonus to any dex save. If I'm subjected to it, an effect that allows me to make a dex save to take half damage.
That would count. Yeah, because you're going to take...
You can...
Yeah.
I can use my reaction to take no damage. So I'm going to use my reaction and just push, like just kind of get behind my shield and use my shield as just like a board and kind of brace behind it.
Okay.
And kind of just have the effect just drape off the shield and go over me.
Okay. And as soon as they punch up, they almost immediately die back down. Hazel, you're going to take a little bit of damage. You're going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. It's like a fire hose that comes up and just poof, right by you. And as soon as they're there, they're gone again. But now there's these
Hadouken!
holes. Yeah. There are these holes now where they've punched up. Okay, so now, Hazel, apologies. I won't forget those again.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, can I get a shot at the Rebel Queen from where I am?
You can certainly try.
Am I okay? I'll step up. I'll step up to here, like a bit behind the boxes, in case that changes anything, to see if I can get a clear shot. And I'll shoot with my crossbow at her. 21 to hit.
Does not hit.
Well, shit.
It just goes wide.
Can I tell if she has any cover right now for me?
She's out in the
Or is
open.
it just her?
Out in the open
Okay.
with all the skeletons.
Huh. I see that happen to a quick think. Okay, just can I get any feeling if there was something like supernatural about me that missing, or if it just like she's just really dodgy?
It just didn't hit.
Okay, fair enough. I'll roll again. That was just a 7. I'll try to shoot her again.
Okay.
Well, that's the exact same thing. So
Oh no!
wait.
Now they both go wide. They clatter onto the deck of the ship.
Okay, fair
She
enough.
doesn't even really seem to register you until she turns around and points at you, and you watch chains appear out of nowhere and try
Wait,
to
what?
wrap around you. I need you to make a dexterity save.
Screw you, bitch.
Hey, retribution's a bitch, man.
24 again.
Oh, you're lucky. Okay, you will not be grappled by these, but you are going to take half damage because it's multiple change, and they just start smacking you over the head, over the shoulders, trying to knock you over. So you're going to take half of this bludgeoning damage, which is a lot of fucking dice.
Oh.
Come on, math. Ugh. You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage. That's half.
Oh, no. Now I'm in double digits. Oh, it's half.
It's
Oh,
yeah,
18.
that's the half. The 18
Oh, that's
is
the half.
I'll
Okay,
give you
okay.
the half. Yeah. It was 36. Half of that is 18. So and they just all dissipate as soon as that happens, and she kind of sneers at you.
I sneer right back at her. I reckon. Where do I want to go? I think I'll move up here, sort of to the edge of the map with my remaining movement. Okay, and that's my turn. Wah, wah, wah.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Sarahas is going to use. Yep. All 3 of his legendary actions to pull up a chunk of ground and cobblestone and fling it into the direction of Ulrin. So, and it comes across as a massive piece of stone. So I need Ulrin. Leisha, you have disadvantage on these. I think maybe you auto fail. I can't remember.
I auto fail. You have
You
disadvantage
auto
if you're
fail. So you
incapacitated.
auto fail
I
the
think.
deck save. Ulrin deck save. Marble deck save. Technically, the Bone Devil has to make it too.
15.
That is a failure.
8.
Oh wait, plus my
Failure.
AC, or plus wait. The shield's AC
Fail.
bonus to any deck save. So 17.
Fail.
Yay.
Fail, fail. The swarm of bones gets pulverized by its. We'll see what happens. So that is going to be ouch. 26 points of bludgeoning damage. This thing goes down. The guard goes down.
26 to all of us?
26 to all of you, yeah. You all failed. Alright. The Bone Devil's gone. So that's fun. Ulrin and anyone who failed, which is all of you, all go prone. So, because this massive chunk of stone just gets flung your way. Yeah, basically. Alright, Ulrin, you're prone.
Ow.
It is your turn. Yeah, ow, yes.
I will move.
You have half movement.
Fuck.
From prone. Takes half your movement.
I'm so stubby though. All right. Fuck. I guess I'll move as far as I can, which is like there.
Yeah.
So I stumble that way and
Okay.
grumble a little bit because I don't think I have anything that I can do within range. La, 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 la. Oh, actually, quick question before that. Does lesser or greater restoration get rid of stunned? I don't think so, because stunned is like super OP and it has a specific effect. It either lasts a certain number of rounds.
Right.
Or,
And
like-
she was stunned by a spell
Okay,
that just sits there until she
makes the
shakes it
save.
off. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now, I will.
I was just making sure,
Let me-
because
let me check.
well, I already double checked just to make sure, and it's the stunned is a very boss mechanic.
Its